You might know Mara as a confident, butch person who helps other people through their spiritual journeys. Someone who's never in crisis. But you don't know where it began. You don't know where it all started. So we're going to start now at the Gaia dwelling in Tucson, Arizona. She didn't ever stand like that. She used to wear rope sandals.
Paisley skirt, tie-dye shirt, hair in all kinds of different situations.
What kind of
Growth and not
situations?
growth.
No one knows what that means.
One time I found out that people called me Patches when they saw me on the street. But imagine, if you will, this pinker.
We're coming back
hue,
to patches.
And a toilet there and a toilet there.
On the porch?
With flowers growing out.
Okay.
At the top. And behind that window, my bedroom. No, that was Jerry's bedroom. The other one was my bedroom. Attached to the toilet that said, U.S. out of my uterus. I said, we don't need that. We'll preach it to the choir.
She was already making her change.
So
She was already
stick her off.
transforming
5 women.
the world.
5 women, 2 houses. In the back house, you got Brina and Louise. In the front house, you got Jerry, me, and Morgan. And Morgan was the lesbianist of them all. She called it. She named it the Gaia dwelling. And
Is that a word? Lesbianist?
lesbianist, it's a superlative. And the outgoing message, I don't remember all of it, but I know it started this way. Greetings. You've reached the Gaia dwelling. And the greetings part, that's what really made me move in. I paid $125, maybe $225, no more than that. For my rent. These cactus were not as developed. We're talking 93 to 95. So that's the timeline. So come with me, if you will.
Take us through what it meant to live at the Gaia dwelling.
Well, you could see me anytime, day or night, rolling cigarettes on this lava rock, sitting, looking around, pondering, contemplating my life. What it meant was house meetings. It meant that the 2 houses were surrounded by palm fronds, and in between the palm fronds, we could do whatever we wanted. We were liberated womanists, and clothing optional. And there would be ceremonies.
It sounds like maybe hair optional?
It was hair optional, but most people chose hair. Lots of hair. It was a real bushy era. It wasn't the Bush regime, but it was the Bush regime. And we had ceremonies at the seasons. So there's, Beltane, in between the seasons.
We know.
We would bury corn husk dolls with our wishes and what
No one knows
we
what
go
that
of.
means.
We'll make a doll with corn husks for the skirt and bury it. And then we make a fire, we jump over the fire.
Why?
And that would say the fear we're overcoming.
Okay.
Because if we don't let the fire consume us, we are instead rebirthed into bravery. There was a bathtub back there. We would just put the hose in the bathtub and just take our baths. Because it's very hot, as you know, it's very hot here today. There was a cat that lived across the street there. And that cat, if you would pick it up, it would run to you, you pick it up, and then it would just suck on your neck. I think the cat was a lesbian too.
Aren't all pussies
cats
lesbians? Okay.
So
This was, let's just picture
household. Do I need
a
to say
moment. No, picture a moment in Mara B. Collins' life. Maybe
Let's
there's.
get the car out of the frame because there were no cars, only bicycles.
I'm trying to.
Bicycles and rollerblades.
Why don't you trust the director?
Okay. Trust the director. Where am I going? So palm fronds.
I want to hear about you, rollerblades, a cigarette, a cup of coffee, and this alley.
Well, it all kind of came together. I spent a lot of time back here because there was a little fence right here. And you come out the fence, and there's a bar right here. We went there, Steph. It's called IBT's. It's about time. It was before IBS was a thing because I think people would have probably made that joke a lot more. Here's the back house, kind of. After
It's About Time doesn't actually spell IBT?
I like IAT, right? But it's not. It's IBT.
Why?
Suspend your disbelief. It's about time. So I don't understand what's so hard to explain about that. But then after Louise and Brina moved out, Vanessa and Danye moved in, and they were a couple. They were a real mixed size couple.
What'd that
Vanessa
mean
was
to you?
More like my size.
But
And Gaia, tiny woman with very long hair. And it changed the dynamic of the whole thing to have a couple living in the commune.
Oh.
And that was kind of right before the troubles began. And
the
I would
Troubles?
eventually move out. Yeah.
Like in
Children,
Ireland?
children, like in Ireland, yes. There was the north or the south, if you catch my drift. So, but I thought there'd never be a day, because when I grew up, I was grounded all the time, 5 months at a time, terribly grounded all the time. So when I could be here and be free, all I wanted to do was go to IBT. There it is, over here.
Is it?
We're right here, yeah.
Great. That's the back of the bar? That's the back of the gay bar?
Yeah.